to my channel. My name is Evidence, and in today's video I am going to show you how to zoom in and out of photos and videos in Adobe Premiere Pro. And let's get right to it. So to zoom in and out of videos is actually very simple. As you can see right here, my video is at 100%. As I scroll by here, this is my essential phone review. It is at 100% right now. For me to zoom in or out is very simple. What you will do is you click on the video that you want to zoom into, and you go over to Effect Controls tab, and you see where it says motion right here. You click this, and this will expose position, scale, rotation, anchor point, anti-flicker filter. It will expose all these things. This is what you use to control zooming in and zooming out. So to begin zooming in from this particular position, you click on this time clock, this one that looks like a time watch from Sherlock Holmes. You click on it for position, and you click on it for scale. And once you click on it, that creates what is known as a keyframe. It creates a keyframe. So from the beginning of the video to this keyframe, the video is at 100% zoom, and the position is perfect. So if you want to start zooming in on the next keyframe, you go forward one more keyframe, and once you go to the next keyframe, you press this button right here to add a keyframe to it. Once you have added your keyframe, then you can move this to zoom in, or to zoom out. Let's say for example I want to zoom out here, so you move this here to zoom in or zoom out of the video. And let's say for example I want to zoom into my hand here, so I can bring this up here. Let me increase this a little bit. As I zoom in here, to move over to my hand, I can use this to move left and right, and I use this to move up and down. And let's try to zoom in a little bit more here, and then use this to move left and right. And that looks good. And as you play this forward, your video will remain at this exact same zoom. It will remain on this zoom throughout the video. For you to go back to your previous zoom, whenever you get to where you want your video to zoom out, what you do is you add a keyframe, and then you move on to the next keyframe, and then you add the next keyframe. From here, then you can put in 100% here, because I know that was what it was before, and this was at 960, and this was at 540. This will restore everything to 100%, and from here henceforward the video will be at 100%. So if you go back from to the beginning here, as you can see, as the video is going forward, it's 100%, then it's at 245%, and it stays at 245% up until this point. Then it goes back to 100% up until this point, and then it goes back down to 100%. So if you want to slowly zoom in and out, what you do is you scroll on here, and once you find where you want your video to start zooming in, you add a keyframe to it. You move on to the next keyframe. Let's say you want your video to start zooming in. Let's say at this point you want the video to be at 145%. You put 145 here, and what happens is that the video will stay at 100%, 100%, 100%. Once it gets to this point, which is where you added your first keyframe, it will slowly zoom in to 145% until it gets to this keyframe. And once it is at this keyframe, it stays at 145%. Okay, so this is this keyframe, and for you to zoom out slowly, you go to the next keyframe, you add it So at the next keyframe you're still at 145%, and let's say from here you want to be at 100%. When you get to this keyframe, you add your keyframe. Once you get to this frame, you add your keyframe, and then you type in 100. And what happens is, from the beginning it stays at 100 and then slowly zooms in, and then slowly zoom in, and once it gets 145, as you can see, as it gets 145, it begins to slowly zoom out again back to 100%. But if you just want like a sharp cut, as in you want it to go from 100% to 145 immediately from 145 to 100, to do that is very simple. Let me undo my keyframes here and show you how that is done. So we are at 100 right now, and you want to go from 100 to, let's say, 145, and from 145 back down to 100. So once you get to wherever you want your zoom in to begin, you add your keyframes. Then you move on to the next frame, add keyframes, and then put this at 145 for example, and click enter, and scrub to where you want your zoom in to end, and then you add your keyframe, and then you go exactly forward one frame, you add another keyframe, and then you put it at 100. And what will happen is, from here henceforth it's at 200. What happened is, from the beginning your video stays at 100, and once it gets here it zooms in immediately to 145. So here is 100, and boom, it goes up to 145, and it stays at 145. Stays at 145 until you get here. It's still at 145, and then boom, it goes back to 100 immediately. And that is how you zoom in and out of videos. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. And don't forget to follow me on social media at Evidence and Media. In the meantime, I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.